The mother who drove a minivan into the ocean with her 3 children inside will no longer face attempted murder charges because she's agreed to plead not guilty by reason of insanity. That's according to prosecutors. There's the minivan the day it happened. We reported on this back from Florida back in March. Investigators say the woman locked all the windows and the doors, told her kids to go to sleep, and then drove into the ocean off Daytona Beach. Her 10-year-old daughter told police that her mother took them all to the beach, quote, so we could die, unquote. Rescue crews and bystanders were able to get everybody out of there safely. The 33-year-old woman was pregnant with her 4th child at the time and later gave birth to a baby boy in jail. Her attorney says a court-appointed doctor found that the woman had suffered from a psychotic episode when she drove her minivan into the water. She still faces 3 counts of aggravated child abuse. Criminal defense attorney Dan Conaway joins us live now. Dan, I get it. Some people have psychotic episodes, but wouldn't you leave this to the discretion of a jury? Why not let a jury hear all of the evidence and let a jury decide?
Well, you know, this is definitely, with respect to that question, Shep, this is definitely a victory for the defense. Basically, this case was tried in the judge's chambers and in the prosecutor's office, which is oftentimes the tactic used for good results, good or bad, for the prosecution and the defense. But at the same time, I agree with you. There's an argument here that ultimately a jury should decide this, and this is the kind of issue that makes people upset many times in the public because they feel like, look, okay, you've got this expert that has said this, you've got some facts on both sides, really crazy thing that she did during the day, but at the same time, was there some sort of premeditation here that would lead to an attempted murder charge? So you've got both sides of an argument here. Why are prosecutors doing what they're doing? And if this woman harms her children or another person in the future, then it's going to really reflect badly on the prosecutor, not on the defense.
Well, you speak of premeditation. The daughter said, she brought us here to die. That's not something the daughter made up. A 10-year-old doesn't make things like that up, especially when mom drives you into the ocean. And I'm wondering if this woman had by chance survived and the 3 children had died, would the results have been the same, or would the prosecutor have had to do something different?
I think if any of the children had been hurt, I think you're absolutely right on that. If any of these children had actually been hurt, if all of these amazingly heroic bystanders, surfers and so forth, who were on that beach did not come to rescue those children immediately, I think we would be looking at a very different case.
Well, that's why this doesn't make sense to me as a layman and a non-lawyer, because she definitely tried to kill her children and herself. That she did not succeed means she is now out of jail and has been out of jail for many months, and she will not face anything. Now, if she has a mental illness, then maybe other remedies need to be sought. But your point about what happens if she hurt somebody else is a salient one. I wonder how everybody's going to react under that circumstance.
You've really got to wonder, and this is legally, this hangs on a very slim sentence, a small sentence, under Florida statute law concerning the insanity defense, where one, if a person knows what they're doing, but does not know that it's wrong, then you can be declared mentally insane under that situation. The defense has to prove that element did not know that what they were doing was wrong by clear and convincing evidence. So it's called an affirmative defense. But that's what both sides in this case, the prosecution and the defense, have hung their hat on. And if this woman does something down the road differently, then it's going to be egg on the prosecutor's face and obviously a tragedy. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah, well, hope is not a strategy, but that's all we have right now. Dan Conaway, it's nice to see you. Thank you.